Hi everyone, my name is Kayla. I have a Bachelor of Health Science Naturopathy and I'm a naturopath, Kayla the Nurturing Naturopath. Welcome to my podcast Awareness. Today I have Vicki, the founder and CEO of Raise, joining me. Hi Vicki, how are you?
Hi, Kayla. I'm really well, thank you. It's great to be here with you.
Thank you, and thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it.
It's good to be here.
Thank you. Could you tell us what Raise is?
Sure. So, Raise Foundation is a non-profit organisation. So, we're a charity and we have been running youth mentoring programs for about 15 years now. And what we do is we scoop up volunteers from the community, we train them, and then we take them into a local high school. And those mentors work one-to-one with young people who are struggling or vulnerable, and they work for 20 weeks just volunteering, just listening and helping those young people work through whatever challenges are going on for them.
Amazing. My next question was actually when and why it was founded, but you answered that, so thank you. And what does it take to become a mentor? I know like training needs to be done.
Yes, that's right. So when we started 15 years ago, yeah, in 2008 actually. So it was uh, um, an idea that I had written down for a long time. It was I guess it was a quiet passion of mine. My previous job was in human resource management, and then I started teaching at TAFE. And the TAFE training was really outstanding in mentoring skills. So I really loved that. But with my corporate background, there were things that I could kind of see that I thought I would do differently if I was, running a mentoring program. So part of setting up Raise was a bit of a midlife crisis, really. And I'd written this business plan, and then um, wow, our family experienced the death by suicide of a 14-year-old friend. And I found that quite hard at the time. And our own children were a similar age. And so my husband kind of went off to the funeral, and I pulled out my business plan and went off to ASIC and registered the organisation. And I remember thinking at the time that I could either continue going on and being a mentor myself, or I could train lots of other people to also be mentors. And then I worked out you could train other people to run the programs, and you could create this amazing ripple effect through that training. So the training is really special to us. It's industry leading, and basically there's just 8 online modules. And then there's one full day of group training that you do, and you get an accreditation, and yeah, you learn how to be a great mentor. It's all about listening skills and questioning skills and adolescent development and youth mental health. So they're great qualifications that you can use in the community, but also in your family or in your workplace. So the training is one of our 3 key differentiators.
Mhm. And what do the mentors do? Like you said, it's going in and listening to the student and
Yeah, that's right. So once you've done your training, and then all of our volunteer mentors also need to get a working with children check and a national crime check. So once all of those qualifications are done, the idea is that you choose a school that's near you on a day and a time that works for your schedule. And you go into the school and you get matched with a young person. The young people have agency over who they want to work with, so they have a choice about whether they want to be in the program, and then they also get to choose which mentor they want. So maybe you're on a Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock, so you go every Tuesday at 10 o'clock for all of term 2, which is kind of April to July, and then you have school holidays off, and then you go again in term 3, which is July through to September or October. And really, as a mentor, your role is to listen, to ask good questions, to help set goals, to be, an independent, trusted role model for that young person, that, someone that they can trust, that they can go to with anything that's going on for them, and get advice or help, and just, a brainstorm partner a lot of the time. I think the beauty of the mentor is really the main power is just in showing up for that young person and coming on a regular basis. And, the young people are usually pretty blown away when there's this adult who's not even paid that comes to talk to them every week and believes in them. It's a really powerful partnership that they build.
Yeah, and I love that it's mentor led and that there's the book, but they don't have to do it and it's not graded. And I think, like you said, just by listening, I think it's really important because I think in general, a lot of the time, teenagers are spoken at or down to instead of being like, oh, you're a young adult, let's have, a conversation.
It's so true, Kayla. And I think our really good mentors build great rapport that way by, coming alongside the mentee and not telling them what to do, not giving them advice unless they ask for it. And yeah, letting the mentee lead the way through the curriculum. And as you say, there is a handbook that you can delve into. We kind of call it the guacamole book a little bit because they can just dip in and out as they feel like it. The topics are there as a kind of a suggestion, but really it's, whatever's going on for that young person is what they want to talk about.
Yeah, exactly right. That's so true. And my next question was, how does the program work? But you pretty much answered that one too, so thank you for that. Are there other ways that people can volunteer? Like it's obviously through the mentoring.
Yeah, so the mentoring is the main way for us, but we and be a mentor. So, giving your time and being a mentor every week is great. I'll just keep going there. Yeah. So yeah, being a mentor is fantastic. But the other ways that you can help raise is to maybe make a donation. So treasure is always helpful. That means that you might not be able to mentor yourself, but you can fund another mentor to help out, which is fantastic. And then talent, time, treasure, talent. Lots of people come and share their talents with us. So someone might be a lawyer and they might help us, to read through one of our contracts, or they might be an accountant and they might come and do the audit for us. So lots of different ways that people can volunteer and then or share their talents. And then, there's all sorts of other great activities that are already set up, like, the City to Surf or things like that, where you can do an activity that gets involved and, raises money for a charity. And if people choose Raise, then that makes a big impact for us.
Oh, cool. And how do schools register if they haven't already and are interested in signing up for the Raise mentoring?
Yeah, schools can approach us for the program, and then once we get the mentors, and our program is run by a degree qualified counsellor. So we recruit the mentors, we hire a counsellor, we find the funding that we need, and then we can come to their school as soon as we have all of that ready. So the best way is to jump onto our website and register. In fact, volunteer mentors can do that as well. So if you just go to the website, which is raise.org.au, and if you're a school, you go to the school page and you just kind of let us know that you're interested in the program, and then we'll get in touch with you to let you know when we can start.
Nice. Is there anything you wanted to recap or talk about that you felt like we haven't spoken about?
No, I guess really just saying thank you to people like you, Kayla, who, volunteer with us as a mentor. That's pretty special to give up your time to talk to a young person. And, it makes a really big difference. The impact of our program is something that's really important to us. And we do pre and post surveys, and we do qualitative and quantitative research with our mentees and our mentors and the parents and the schools, just to be able to prove the impact of the program. But the things that we're building are resilience and hope for the future, and being able to ask for help, so mental health support, and then school engagement. So we know that the value of our program is really high. And so if anyone can ever help us in terms of being a mentor or making a donation, that goes a really long way.
Hopefully, people will be listening and signing up to mentor and volunteering.
I hope so. It's wonderful.
And like you said, for further information or to donate, so should people go to your website and Facebook page and things?
Yeah, that's the best thing. So we're on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, and the website has all the information. And so that's just www.raise.org.au.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining me today and making us more aware about Raise. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Kayla. I really appreciate your support.
No worries. Thank you. And thank you to everyone for listening. Take care. Have a lovely day and bye bye.